So, Mudrock versus Penance. The battle between the unstoppable bonk and unbreakable shield versus the unstoppable bonk and unbreakable shield. So in other words, if you have Mudrock, don't bother with Penance? Well, as an ambassador of the Penance fan club, it is my duty to inform you all that Penance is the next— What? This changes everything! Operator. In fact, she's so broken that— For starters, they're both juggernauts, which is just fancy lingo for defenders who think they're too good for traditional healing. Besides that, they're also cool looking, hot, dommy even. I mean, at their extremes they're basically opposites. Though at their core they are still defenders, who defend you by killing all the enemies, of course. Alright, I'll try to speed through this to get to the good stuff. For Mudrock, she's a more passive option thanks to her self-sustain from her shields. Her S2 builds upon this, where their combined self-sustain and constant DPS is an AFK Knight enjoyer's wet dream. As for S3, it's a great burst option where she slows enemies before jump scaring and curb stomping them. As for Penance, her sustain comes from defeating enemies to stack her barrier. Her talents help her by giving a barrier on deployment and damage reflect when it is active. As for skills, the moneymaker is her S3, which gives her more barrier and an attack boost whose damage rivals the amount of suffering that my wallet will endure during her banner. The only downside to this is that she needs to get hit 20 times to activate it. So what does this all mean? Well, if HG ever decides to throw 100 pages frame 1 at us, Penance would essentially be a wet piece of paper. While Mudrock would also be a wet piece of paper, but with one shield around it. Honestly though, for general content, just use whoever you want. They're basically 1A and 1B if you squint a bit. Sure, Mudrock is cool and all, but does she have an absolute banger of an OST like Penance is sentenced? Hey, didn't think so. And while we're on the topic of being sentenced, Penance herself should be sentenced for stealing my heart. As for meta, let me grab something. Oh, wrong. Oh my, I think that's the nail in the coffin for who's better. I mean, not like Mudrock has official ambient synesthesia art, right? Wait, what do you mean she also has a skin? Damn, I didn't want to have to do this, but it's time to pull out my secret weapon. Hey, if you're still here, then feel free to swing by my first ever live stream where you can watch a man crumble to gacha in real time. Also, sorry if y'all were expecting an actual guide. As an Arknights player, I am contractually obligated to not make guides within 6 months of using a Kyo guide. If you guys want banger guides though, I will link some in the description. Hopefully I'll see some of y'all later.